Who will conquer this earth and this hell along with the gods? Which skilled man choose the path of religion as a beautiful as a flower? Who will win? Buddha gives a very strange answer, very unique. The disciple will win, not a warrior. And the first condition of being a disciple is that he has accepted his defeat. He has said that I have not been able to know till now. I have walked a lot, but have not reached. I have thought a lot, but have not understood. I have heard a lot, but have not been able to hear. I have seen a lot, but it was an illusion, because the observer was asleep. The one who has lost and put his head at the feet of the Guru and said that I do not know anything. The one who put all his knowledge along with his head at the feet of the Guru. Guru means master. He is skilled in learning. He is successful in learning. He has got the ability to learn. The one who has know that I do not know, he is the disciple. It is difficult because the ego says that I do not know anything more. I may not know completely, but I know a little. I may not know everything, but I have know a lot. A great scholar came to Buddha, very famous, Sariputra. He was a very knowledgeable. He knew all the Vedas by heart. He himself had a few thousand disciples. Not disciple, but student. But he thought that they were disciples because he thought that he was learned man. When he came to Buddha and raised many questions, Buddha said all these questions are of scholarship. These questions have arisen from the scriptures. They are not arising within you. Saripatra, these questions are not yours. These questions are borrowed. You have read a book, question have arise from book. If you had not read this book, these questions would not have arisen. If you had read other books, other questions would have arisen. These questions do not come from within your life. They do not arise from your inner self. They are not existential. They are intellectual. If Sariputra had been only a scholar, he would have gone away angrily. He lowered his eyes. He thought he saw how much truth there was in what Buddha was saying, and he found truth. He put his head at his feet. Sariputra put his head at Buddha's feet. He said that I take back my questions. You are right. Hey Lord, you are right. These questions are not mean. Till now I considered them mine, and when the questions itself is not mine, then how will the answer be mine? When this question itself has not arising from the innermost being, then how will the answer reach the innermost being? One is a curiosity, which is like an inch of the intellect. Like curiosity, it is asked while walking, no life is at stake. And there is another curiosity which we have called a mumuksha. Life is at stake. This is not a question that can be asked while walking. The whole way of life will depend on its answer. Its answer will depend on whether I live or not. Its answer will depend on whether life is worth living or is useless. Where everything is at stake. Sariputra said, now I will ask only when the questions of my innermost being comes. Free me from the scriptures, Lord. Hey Lord, free me from the scriptures. Buddha said, you have understood, you have become free. The scriptures are not holding you. You were the one holding you. You have understood. You have let go. Buddha accepted scriptures as his disciple. It is said that Sariputra never asked any questions again for many years. And one day Buddha asked Sariputra, why don't you ask? Why don't you ask? When he came, you had come with big questions. Those questions were taken away from you. You had said, now when my questions arise, then I will ask. You did not ask. Sariputra said, it is surprising. There were many questions of others. I had got many answers too. Still I could not get the answer because it was not my question. There was no hearing of the soul, no thirst, like giving a water to a person who is not thirsty. He may omit. He will not be satisfied. Then I left them and was surprised. The question did not arise and the answer was found. Whoever starts even a little bite of going inside himself, his questions keep on disappearing, standing in the innermost being. The answer arises from where the question should arise. Every essential question has its answer within itself. The question is the seed. From that seed sprouts a sprout. Answer appears. You feel the problem of your life as a problem because you have borrowed that the problem someone else has told you something and you have started following someone else advice. Someone else has told you that you are very thirsty, look for water.